Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending on where you are. Thank you for watching the ACIC Asia Creative and Innovation channel. We are taking you to Active Studio in Active Lab, or Active Studio in the lab in Knowledge Capital, Osaka, Japan. My name is Keisuke Inami. I'm the moderator of today's program as a Chief Assistant to General Producer of Knowledge Capital. So ACIC is a joint initiative of 6 international partners of Knowledge Capital, and we are distributing and live streaming many contents from different parts of the Asian countries. So most of them are more focusing on art, technology, science, and design. So every 2 weeks we have interesting programs in the list, and we are today hosting as a Knowledge Capital of this program. So first of all, I would like to introduce a little bit more detail about Knowledge Capital ourselves. I have a short video clip for you to show, so please enjoy.
Osaka, one of Japan's most powerful economic zones and a gateway to Asia. Next to Osaka Station is Grand Front Osaka and its core facility, Knowledge Capital. A place for knowledge creation and interaction, connecting people, things, and information to create new value. Facilities, functions, and services to spark innovation at an ideal location. Knowledge Salon is a forum for interaction and inspiration. Dubbed the world's best laboratory for everyone by everyone, the lab exhibits prototypes and future concepts from businesses, research institutes, and universities. The Future Life Showroom features ideas for tomorrow's lifestyles from businesses and universities. And Knowledge Capital has plentiful office space. Offices can be scaled up or down as needed for collaboration or solo work. Knowledge Capital also has the multi-purpose Knowledge Theater, the Event Lab, ideal for exhibitions and cultural events, conference rooms for seminars and exhibitions, and a convention center that holds up to 3,000 people. Every day, these facilities buzz with activity. Knowledge Capital is staffed by a group of specialists called communicators. Their important role is to help Knowledge Capital achieve its mission through connecting people, things, and information. Communicators use their unique skills to promote interaction among salon members at Knowledge Salon, deepening visitors' experiences and providing candid feedback to universities and corporations. Communicators also serve as catalysts to spark the reactions needed to make collaborations grow. Knowledge Capital brings people together. Here, people exchange knowledge and ideas, creating new value in the form of products, services, and even culture and human resources. With Omoshiroi as the core value, Knowledge Capital is fully equipped to foster knowledge innovation. A new style of urban development, powered by knowledge creation and interaction for the creation of new value. This is Knowledge Capital.
I hope this video gives you the whole picture of what Knowledge Capital is. So again, the Knowledge Capital is based in the central area of Osaka, right on the north part of JR Osaka Station, and it's directly connected by the walking deck. And Knowledge Capital is located on the bottom of the north building of the Grand Front Osaka, the entire complex, and ranging 88,200 square meters of floor surface and fully equipped with different and various facilities to conduct innovation. Knowledge Capital was established and opened in 2013 as a field for creating new values through exchange of various knowledge participating in knowledge capital or coming to knowledge capital. Our concept is the fusion of human creativity and technology, resulting in the creation of new value. So the innovation, in a way, is always interpreted as something like a technological achievement. But what we think is important is to combine technology with the human creativity, resulting not only the improved products or services, but also the communities and the social structures, and that could affect the entire industry and also the society itself. So in order to achieve this concept, we invite from the different corners of the society, not only the professionals such as scientists, researchers, creators, business people, and artists, but also the families, children, students, and even senior citizens. I mean, the general public are well and truly invited to this premises and join the activities. So as I said, we are fully equipped with various facilities, and not only just to gather at the large-scale offices or conference rooms or convention center. We have the places for deep interaction, such as the members-only salon or the Spring X as a field for new way of learning. And once you meet new people and establish some sort of projects there, we have the Club Office or Club Office Next, or even workplaces to develop the project itself. And finally, we have the lab or future life showrooms or knowledge theater for you to exhibit your own prototypes. We are now having a studio in the lab, so we are now demonstrating the new project here from in this project. So today's program is, of course, the life design innovation and the future society utilizing the personal life records. We invite prominent researchers from the university. Actually, it's the Osaka University, the Initiative for Life Design Innovation. And we have a presentation and interesting demonstration coming up for you. So first of all, I would like to introduce today's guests in order. So thank you very, very much for joining today's program. So the first, I would like to introduce Dr. Shinji Shimojo as a professor and also the director of the Cyber Media Center at Osaka University. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
And second, we have Dr. Yasushi Makihara, the professor at the Institute for Advanced Co-Creation Studies and also the Institute of Scientific and Industrial Research. Thank you very much for joining today.
Excellent.
Right, looking forward to your demonstration as well. And at last but not least, we have Dr. Hajime Nagahara, the professor at the Institute for Datability Science, Osaka University. Thank you very, very much for joining today.
Thank you.
Right, so without any further ado, I would like to move on to the actual program, so beginning with the presentation from Dr. Shimojo.
Thank you. Thank you,
Right.
Keisuke. We are very excited to have an opportunity to introduce our ongoing project at Osaka University.
I am too, yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me start some presentation introducing the Initiative for Life Design Innovations. The first, I would like to introduce the whole concept of this project. This project actually started at the September 19, 2018. This project was selected by the Ministry of Education, and at that time, actually, the Osaka University is the only university selected for this project. The name of the project is called the Research Hub Support Project for Realization of Society 5.0. The project is led by those people, including our president, Professor Nishio. Thank you. Okay. So first, so what is Society 5.0? Society 5.0 is a concept proposed in the Japanese government representing the progress of the society. 1.0 is hunting. And 2.0 is agriculture. 3.0 is industry society. And 4.0 is information society. So that 5.0 is beyond the information society. We think that data utilization is the most important issues concerning the society 5.0. Personal data utilization in Japan has been advanced gradually thanks to full implementation of the Amendment Act on the protection of personal information. But we have to go beyond for the better society. In this project, we have constructed the PLR, a personal life record system for data trading infrastructures, and personal data exchange portal named MyPLR as a place to promote the utilization of data generated from the academic research project in 3 areas, which is edutainment, lifestyle, and wellness. Those are our project to support the QOL and also the health promotions. So let me explain more detail. So the first, you may know the personal health record. It's well known for the definitions. It connects the electronic health record with personal health data occurring in individuals' society life. Data includes height, weight, blood type, vital information, allergies, side effects, medical history, so that those information is called PHR or personal health record. On the other hand, our project focus is more towards the daily life data. We call that personal life records, PLR. It includes the personal daily record that the various lifestyle-related data that person creates in everyday life. Data such as face, figure, expression, behavior, speech, diary, or SNS, and also location, activity situation, event, environmental data, such as the place where the person is located, or the situation of meal or sleep, human relation with people around you, or societal activities. So in this project, we would like to create a new innovation by utilizing those data, that is personal life record. Oh, sorry. So this project, we deploy the personal data exchange portal, MyPLR, along with the research project utilizing PLR. For this project, our 3 campus, Suita, Toyonaka, and Mino, is an experimental field. In the PLR system, data is collected and stored in a structured format where it can be easy to manage and find. So when a new data use case is generated, owner of the data is asked for the permission to use data, which is called the dynamic concept. It's the most important concept of our project. We think this PLR system is a social infrastructure where we set the governance standard, data handling policy, security standard, and legal and ethical issues for the data. Right now, Osaka Prefecture is selected as a super city, which is an example of the smart city in Japan, and starts to build the Osaka Regional Urban OS, which is called ORDEM. So data handling infrastructure. So this data handling infrastructure, we expect it to become early feasibility study with ORDEM. The result may be implemented in Osaka Kansai Expo in 2025, and also in the Umekita second phase development. So let me introduce these 3 project areas briefly. In the wellness research area, 3 projects are watching over the first 1,000 days of a newborn baby, watching over elderly people with frailty, and home-based rehabilitation of heart failure diseases are conducted with Osaka University Medical Hospital. In every project, wearable sensors and cameras are used to collect various information at home. Professor Makihara introduced some of these technologies later. In the in the lifestyle area, prediction and prevention of sports injury, promoting health by conventional robots and a comfortable environment, but by utilizing the conversational robots are conducted. In the prevention of sports injury, we measure heartbeat and deep body temperature to prevent heart stroke. In other two projects, we observe human behavior with robots in daily life to improve their quality of life. Finally, in edutainment project, Nagara sensei will show some demonstration later, so I will skip that. And the most important thing in this project, collecting the data, is to set the privacy policy. So we think that no one could be harmed by undesirable data transmission or data usage. And also, people are very anxious about providing the personal information. So in some surveys, 78% of people actually worry about the collecting the personal information, or maybe 66 people are thinking that it's not desirable to collect or use their personal information. So we we build the mechanism called the dynamic consent, which becomes the basis of every project. So in this dynamic consent, if industry wants to use the personal data, they request the data to each person, and if person is willing to provide the data, they agreed on that contract, and the rearrangement and the quote is sent to the industry, and then industry send the quota agreement, and if person agreed, they start to provide the data. So this is very strict mechanism, and this rearrangement of secondary utilization is source of the comfortabilities, and it's also aligned with GDPR, European Data Protection Standard. So this is the whole the PLR system, but it's too complicated, so I think it's easy to find if you see some demo. And our approach to our future vision is that this kind of secondary business use of personal data and data trading market is future of our society, or to make society 5.0 available. So the key is the anonymized data with high value personal data collections, and it is used to resolve the social issues and the collections of high value data. And so that for that we build a trusted infrastructure of the secondary business use. And PLR system, we believe, is a mechanism for this trusted infrastructure with dynamic consent, that is total user agreement of the personal data use. So let me introduce some video for introducing the PLR system.
MyPLR is a system allowing private companies and others to reuse valuable personal data collected and used for academic research by universities and other research institutions. Let's examine the prerequisite registration process for the involved parties, starting with providers, such as universities, subjects, such as individuals, end users, such as companies, and finally, the Datability Consortium itself. Data providers, such as universities holding personal data from various studies, will upload said data, along with the details of the research project, to the portal site after receiving consent from individuals to utilize their data in the MyPLR. Following identity verification, individuals consenting to the use of their personal data for the MyPLR will be provided access to the portal site where the research projects they have participated in are registered. The individual with access will then determine for each project they have participated in whether their data can be provided to end users. Companies and other end users will first apply for data handling membership and be screened by the Datability Consortium. End users who pass the screening process will be granted access to the portal site. The Datability Consortium screens membership applications from end users such as companies. It then registers end users who pass the screening process and grants them access to the portal site for trading. It also verifies the identity of data subjects, and if there are no problems, grants them access to the portal site.
Okay, so using this mechanism, we are expected to open new market for the secondary data use of the personal information. So we are very excited that from the August 1st, we can show new demonstrations in the lab at Knowledge Capital. So if you have a chance, please visit our booth and see what's happened in reality. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the very interesting presentation. Yes, we are speaking of the data in a like devices like smartphones and or the services like SNS and so on. They produce massive amounts of data day in, day out. But actually, your presentation more focuses on MyPLR, personal life records, which is we ourselves are the producers of, or the creators of the data themselves, and that's a really interesting concept, and they will be utilized for the next industry or next services. That has a very potential, and we see the kind of futures ahead, like 10 years and 20 years time. Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah, of course, as you said, data is the oil for the next generation industries. But
data is oil.
To protect the human rights as well is very important. So that we are very much care about that with a mechanism called dynamic consent.
Yes, and also we have a very strong argument about the privacy, and it's important at the same time to get a consent from the general public. And also would like to mention to the audience, those who don't know about our relationship, but actually Dr. Shimajo is also involved in the development stage of this lab, and also you're also involved as a VizLab Osaka, which also has a booth in the lab and has been presenting a lot of projects related to visualization. And next we have the grand opening of the 1st of August, the Initiative for Datability Science and also Datability Consortium to present and demonstrate some of the new projects. Also, we see some parts of the demonstration later from Dr. Makihara and Dr. Nahara. Right, thank you very much. So, shall we move to the demonstration? Right?
Of course.
Right, thank you. So, as I said, this is the place where we are broadcasting this program. So we just briefly, let's take credit to all the stuff involved in here. We have the base for distribution, and thank you. That was from the general producer of Knowledge Capital, Mr. Takuya Nomura. So we are just moving out of this active studio and moving in the active lab, So this is the facility open to the general public to visit and experience the new technology prototypes or technical samples or services. And day in, day out, we let them experience and collect feedback from the public and bring it back to the participants, in this case to the Osaka University. So please also visit this place physically if you like and if possible, and you can find a lot of interesting projects here in this place. Right, thank you very much again. So we rejoin here in front of the monitor here and with the camera on top. So let me introduce again Dr. Makihara. He will introduce more in detail about his research and project. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So welcome. So today, I'd like to introduce our demonstration on wellness, future wellness technology by analyzing walking images. So by the way, Inami-san, have you ever watched your walking style carefully?
Not really, not really. Because I'm not kind of model like walking in the around the mirror.
In case of a face, actually, we can easily check by a conventional mirror equipped in a hall. But how about walking style, gait? So probably we need a huge mirror equipped in a ballet classroom.
True. Yes.
So most of you have never observed or watched your walking style carefully, I think. So by using our vision-based analysis system, we can more easily observe our walking style. Okay, so let's try.
Okay, so we have a demonstrator here, like two female and male demonstrators here. So let's go first. So is it just walking across the camera? Okay. Please go ahead. Let's see the different. Oh.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. Now, we can see the result here.
Yes.
Okay. So our system first fit the human model called SMPL here. Now you can see superimposed human model like this. And then we estimate two things by using the human model parameters. So more specifically the body shape parameters and also the movement parameters. So more specifically joint position sequence.
Right.
So by using these two features, we estimate first, a kind of health age or working age, here, and also we estimate a kind of aesthetic gait attribute.
Right. So in this case, the working age is 38. Right.
Yeah. And in the next to the human model, we see a radar chart for the gait aesthetic attribute. Sorry, this is written in Japanese, but I'd like to translate. The top one is gracefulness, and beautifulness, and relaxedness, and imposingness, and also cheerfulness.
Right.
Okay, so in this radar chart, 50 is average. So if your score is above 50, it means you have better score for each.
So 50 is actually good.
50 is average.
Average.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, all of the scores are above the average, and especially beautifulness and relaxedness and cheerfulness. So you have higher score than
congratulations.
the average. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just in case this is a female demonstrator, let's not mention about the age, but the average score is really good. And we have another demonstrator here as a male. But please, thank you. Move out of the camera.
Okay, thank you. Now the estimated age is
it has
so actually he's actually a student, so I think the age is closer to his real age. Okay, and actually he works very fast, and so as a result he gets very high cheerfulness score,
I
and
could
also
see he was.
imposingness.
Yeah, he was a little bit bouncing. Yeah, so that's why the cheerfulness shows a higher score.
So less relaxedness, of course.
So less relaxed. Yeah, I can say that. Yeah.
Okay, so like this, so we can estimate kind of health age and also this kind of gait aesthetic attributes.
So, like according to the Dr. Shimojo's presentation, we could set up a personal account for my PLR, like personal life records. So this kind of information will be stocked or stored in the account. So which means that if you try multiple times, you can see perhaps the improvement.
Right.
Or otherwise.
So if you make your body shape better, then this kind of gait aesthetic attribute will be improving.
Yes, hopefully improving.
Hopefully.
Yes. Right. So how long have you been done this research?
Actually, I have been working on this topic for more than 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
Such a long time.
Yeah.
Yes. And now, what kind of future development are you seeing for this research?
Now, so we just show the estimation result and doesn't show how to improve your aesthetic attribute. But so in future, so we want to develop a way to tell how to improve.
Okay, right. So how to improve the posture or the way of walking, and that can get higher score. Which means more or even more healthy.
So by swing the arm more, and then your, for example, beautifulness get better. Like this.
Yes, the walking is something we do it every day, of course, and almost unconsciously.
And actually, many people are interested in their walking style. So actually, there are many walking instruction classes in Japan. So,
right. So that's interesting, actually. So not going to the gym, but also that kind of personal instruction for how to walk.
Right.
All right. So the walking could improve your health condition at the same time. In the future. So that's going to be the next service developed through this technology and also the analysis. Right. That's very interesting. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Actually, you're going to place this demonstration in the lab. Starting from 1st of August.
Right.
Okay, so please do join, and of course you can experience this device and monitor your health condition by how we work. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
So that was the demonstration from Dr. Makihara, and let's see the future development of this future wellness of the project. Okay, so let's move on to the next demonstration here at the back. Actually, this is the booth of the Initiative for the Datability Science. And we would see many different projects in this booth in the future, or actually from the 1st of August. But today we have Dr. Nagahara with me, and yes, we see the set of a sofa and also the laptop. So please do tell me what's your research?
Thanks for coming our demonstration. So I'm working for the one of the life innovation the project, the future education, and the demonstration is that seeing the student motivation in the the learning situation. So what this demonstration actually doing is that we using the web camera to capture the student face during the the lecture scene. And by using the deep learning technology, we the predicting the student activity like awakeness or concentration, something like that.
Whether they are concentrated or distracted or even asleep sometimes. Okay. Right.
But the current days there is a lot of remote lecture happening in the corona situation, or also the student learning alone by using e-learning material or YouTube. So in that kind of isolated learning situation, there is no public eyes. So as a actually student difficult to concentrate by their own, right?
So under the pandemic, the students cloistered themselves in their own rooms and just watching the YouTube video created by the professors, so that all the lectures went online. And how can we evaluate and validate they are learning properly? So that's very interesting approach.
So actually, shall we doing
Yes,
the
of course.
demonstration?
So we have.
Could you come
we
and also
please do? Okay,
try
just
this?
sit here.
Okay,
And
could you push the start button first?
So actually, there is a learning program ongoing on the laptop.
And we have three, the different views. The one is the kind of main view for, the displaying the actual, the e-learning material, which, we have to learn. And the second screen is the kind of, check-up screen for, what, the camera is capturing.
Yeah.
And the bottom one is the kind of, the prediction, real-time prediction result of the student.
I see the graph is full with the blue.
Yeah,
chart.
right now, she is kind of, good awakeness, so as a, full gauge of the
Right. So she shows
prediction.
the highest number in the chart.
Yeah. And now, she's kind of praying to,
Oh yes, she closes eyes.
losing the, awakeness.
Okay.
The bar is getting,
Right.
low, right? So as this kind of, the system automatically and 1 second by 1 second, logging such kind of situation.
So it's all real time.
Yep.
Oh, once she opens the eyes. Wow, this is great. Do you use only the web camera?
Yep.
On there's no other sensors on the software or any vital sensing?
Actually, in the lab situation, we also utilizing the seat pressure sensor or eye gaze sensor or something like that. But now in this the demo,
this is more simplified.
Yeah, more realistic. The field, evaluation. We just using the simple single sensor.
Right. Yeah, a lot of situations, as everybody experiences the online meetings, and sometimes I see people hanging around with the smartphone at hand and doing some earphones, but actually he's on a meeting. And so we cannot really tell what kind of situation the meeting participants are. But this could also evaluate and also see how much they are concentrated on a meeting or a lecture or any other activities online. That's really interesting.
Thank you.
So there should be a lot of arguments about the observation issue, like Big Brother is watching you. So how would you say that against
I understand
this kind of
such kind of the kind of bad side of the kind of privacy issue or something, right? But of course, in current days, in daily lecture, I also using the web camera.
Yes.
To have a lecture, and usually the student do not want to turning on the the camera, right?
Yes.
But actually, the teacher also worrying about, wondering that how our lecture is good or not.
Yes.
So as to show present their concentration to the lecturer, that is also good one factor of the the good to have a good lecture for the teacher side as well, right?
Yes.
So as this kind of system is not only for the student, also the teachers. And also in this system, we capture the video, but we do not transmit the raw video to the lecturer. So as we would like to say that this is more attenuating the visual privacy.
Okay, right. And also, I think it's really interesting because, like attending the classes in the physical lecture room, it's not the way that the professors evaluate very effectively the attitudes that students are attending the classes. But this kind of system, like very meticulously, which part they are more concentrated, or in which part they're more or less concentrated. So this kind of evaluation is really accurate and meticulous, as I said. And also, for goodness of the students, they can get some credit for the attitude itself. So, which was the part not used to, be evaluated very properly. So this is also the part quite interesting. And what kind of future development you see from this research?
Actually, this, education scene is just one example. Our, the kind of, the potential motivation is that how we, get the human's activity or also inside the emotion or something by using the sensor system, right? So this one is also, we just one example for, the concentration or also awakeness. But also, if we continue to this one more complicated emotion, what is, student understanding well or not, or like a more, the complicated motivation. I don't know how to evaluate the motivation, but somehow we can, numerically evaluate the, motivation.
So it's going to be new
metric
for
in
the evaluation
education or
in
something.
education. Not only just like a paper test or just doing performances, but also the daily performances that they attribute to the activity. Well, that's the very interesting demonstration from Dr. Nagahara. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, so that's the end of the part of the demonstration. So as I said, this booth will be opened on 1st of August this year. So if you have a chance to come over to Japan, and also if you are in Japan, please do visit the actual exhibition booth here in the lab. And of course, this place is open to everybody visiting here, and we will guide completely stored here in the exhibition. And you will experience some of the other projects also from this Osaka University, the initiative for Datability Science and the Datability Consortium. So coming up for you for the next week, well, actually in 2 weeks' time, so we have the different host from the ACIC Consortium, which was actually the National Innovation Agency, on Friday, July 22nd, starting at 4 p.m. In Japan. So they're going to present the National Research Institute of the Aerospace in Thailand, the latest project examples, and also how the research is conducted. So we are really looking forward to the next program distributed and live streamed from the Thailand National Institute. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have everybody here joining this program. So also the Dr. Makihara brought some students. Thank you very much for participating in today's program. And ACIC continues the next program in 2 weeks' time. And please do enjoy all of the programs from the different angle of the Asia and the different topics and themes covered by our partners. So once again, thank you for watching and goodbye.